Nowadays, LPOs and specifically IP related LPOs are growing in India. Most of the back-end works from US and EU are done in India. So how do you think, from the career perspective, working in a LPO or IP-based LPO, how it will help the law students, or some light on it, like LPO, IP-based LPO as a career option?
At the moment, if we talk about just law students, I think that right now are several opportunities for them as well in the IP-based LPO. In other LPOs, there are definitely, tremendous amount of opportunities, enormous amount of opportunities for law students, Indian law students. But for IP also, there are opportunities. For example, a company like us, we would be providing a lot of patent litigation support, in which, apart from the technical analysis, we do a lot of analysis of the patents and the other, infringement contentions, which are not technical in nature, but they are related to the USPTO laws or USPTO code. So third is, there are certain assignments which we call freedom to operate assignments, right? So if it's like, if you want to launch a product in market and you would like to check that you are not infringing on anyone's patent. So what technical people do is they try to identify on which there are chances of, your product infringing on those patents if you launch it in the market. The law students, they can, with the knowledge of the laws of that particular country. Now, Indian law students will have to knowledge of the laws of that, but for which the outsourcing work is being done. So with the knowledge of law of that country, they can see whether these technical documents do pose any problems, or whether these patents actually pose any problem onto this or not. So the legal opinion on the freedom to operate, these are the things where these guys can come into picture. Third is, there are a lot of licensing deals happening. As you just said, there is cross licensing deals, and even otherwise there are a lot of licensing deals happening. So for all these licensing deals, licensing agreements need to be made. So the law students of India can make licensing agreements, can provide service in vetting or proofreading of such agreements. And then there is a email discovery, or these document discovery kind of services, where again law students can be very helpful in identifying the applicability or eligibility of a particular document with regards to its presentation in the court of law. So there are a lot of opportunities for law students as well. It's just that a lot of IP LPOs are not so intensive, or not so, most of their business is from the technical part, from the technical research, drafting part. In that area, a non-technical background law student may not be that well fit, but in companies where they're doing all these kind of services that I just mentioned, there a law student is a very good fit. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes. Any other specific areas of students that can work in a IP-based law firm?
First, let's say the scope of IP a bit. Let's not just focus on patents. So if we talk about trademark, which is again one area where a lot of companies are operating as LPO. They're doing trademark searching, they're doing trademark filing, preparing trademark applications for filing in US and other countries. So even all these things, art graduate, someone who's a graduate from arts, a BA graduate, a BCom graduate, a BSc graduate, MBA is slightly, they're more specialized, so they can go into other things also. But someone who's done a generic graduation but is smart, is good, has a good aptitude as well as a good attitude towards work, can fit in very well into a trademark analyst role, where they'll first be trained on the trademark laws aspect, and they'll be trained on the trademark searching aspect, and then they fit in. That is one thing. Second, if you have IT graduates, and then people who have strong computer science background, who've been developing software and stuff, so they can fit into IP LPOs, because a lot of work in such LPOs require automation. These IT guys can be very helpful in, let's say, automating the process of trademark searching or stuff like that. So that's one career option for them. If we have all engineers have a BSc in biotech and similar area who work in our company, with other companies also, where they would be hiring BScs and MScs in pharmaceutical and biotech, whereas they'll be hiring engineers in different technology backgrounds from mechanical, electronics, computer science, IT. Even MSc in electronics is a good option. You know, people with MSc in electronics, for them also IP is a good option. Reason why I'm saying, because when you're working in a company like us or any IP based, you'll be getting to work a lot on new technologies that are there in the market, because patents are, you know, the documents where technology gets published for the first time mostly. So people who have done masters in sciences, they are already very much inclined in tech. I mean, they're very much inclined towards technology. So that's why this kind of profile is very much suited to their current awareness plus their interests. So MSc in electronics, for example, MSc in computer science, these guys can be very well suited.